All right, let's look at a application problem that you might see in this section, looking at systems of two linear equations with two variables. So this problem reads, a 200-seat theater charges $8 for adults and $5 for children. If all seats were filled and the total income was $1,435, how many adults and children were in the audience? So the first step that we need to do is we need to define our variables. So we're going to first define our variables. Okay? So we need something to represent adults and something to represent children. So why don't we say x is equal to adults and our y is equal to children. All right, and now we define our system of equations. And we do this by looking at the information that we're given. We know that there are 200 seats in the theater. So 200 would be equal to the number of adults plus the number of children in the audience. So that would be x plus y. And we also know that the total income is $1,435, which that is equal to $8, because that's the price of the adult ticket, $8 times the number of adults, plus $5 times the number of children, since the children's tickets cost $5. So we'd have 8x plus 5y. So we now have our systems of equation, and our third step is to solve the system. Now, since I see that the first equation has variables with only a coefficient of 1, I'm going to use substitution. So I'm going to solve my first equation for x. So I have 200 minus y equal to x. And I can plug this into the second equation. So I'd have 1435 equal to 8 times 200 minus y plus 5y. So I have 1435. If I distribute my 8, I have 1600 minus 8y plus 5y. So I have 1435 equal to 1600 minus 3y. So I'm going to add my 3y over. So I have 1435 plus 3y equals 1600. And I have 3y equals 1600 minus 1435. So let's figure out what that is real quick. So we have 3y equals 165. And if we were to divide that by 3, we would see that our y is equal to 55. Okay, 165 divided by 3. Yes. So we have y is equal to 155. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. Now we want to plug our y value into one of these equations. Okay? So I'm going to choose to plug it into the first. So plug y value in to solve for x. So we have 200 is equal to x plus 55. So 200 minus 55 is equal to x. or x is equal to 145. So the question asks, how many adults and children were in the audience? So since our y talks about how many children, there were 55 children, and our x talks about adults, there's 145 adults. So that is the number of people that were in attendance. All right, be sure to check out your homework problems for this section and try those out.